Going for a field trip right now to Upper River Melendez. Ready, Mimi? Over here, sorry. Dah, masuk. Come, group 3. Group 3. Yeah, right. Which was? Let's go.
Yeah, I can sleep in the bus. 40 minutes? Okay.
I'll just sit by the window.
So, I'm sharing sheet with you.
Yeah, let's go. Is it sleepable?
No question? Better.
I am not worried about it.
You want full day?
It's okay.
This part of
More than 1 hour.
we can never sleep. Or we can enjoy.
Yeah.
I changed the group because you told me you are in 3. I said I also want to join. I spoke to Rachel.
Oh, Rachel.
I said okay, you can. The colleagues from other institute, they also went to that. They said we also want to join. They said no problem. They said why Prabhakar? I said no, he is my friend. This is what you want to listen. Okay, then it's fine. He is my friend. That's why I am not allowed to. Then they went to Julia. They said she allowed her. We also want to join 3. They said no. They are higher officials. I am not interested. Let them go. So I got a chance.
There is the politics of power.
Benefits of being seen.
Benefit of being
Senior member.
negative of power.
लाइफ में कितना सुकून है अपना फोन ऑफ है तो कितना अच्छा है ना डिजिटल होना कहीं ना कहीं तो खराब है फायदा भी है नुकसान भी है अभी एक हफ्ते देखो व्हाट्सएप पे काम नहीं चल रहा वो भी लिमिटेड इंटरनेट है बाहर हम लोग फोन यूज नहीं करते दिल्ली में रहते हैं हमेशा फोन में लगे रहते हैं लिमिटेड यूज से भी काम हो सकता है Did you also?
Me it's okay. I'm good.
You're also going red?
Bus 3, this.
What is GCRF?
You'll be uploading this on YouTube?
Yeah.
Share link with me whenever you upload.
Yeah, I will
so
share.
that I can show it to my friends there.
Everything will be in my YouTube, but I haven't uploaded everything since the first day here. But
Already uploaded?
not yet.
Okay,
I
you will be
think-
editing this.
Yeah, maybe tonight or tomorrow morning I will upload everything.
You will edit this, the audio?
No, I will just put everything. Go like that.
We are talking to Sylvia also there, right?
Yeah. I will just take 1 minute, something like that. Here we are going up.
इसमें लैपटॉप है? लैपटॉप लेके क्यों आया हो?
di drive dalam sejam. Tak juga sejam. 40 minit. 30 minit. Oh, it's going. Ni bas kami guna tadi. Ni grup yang pergi Upper River.
No, they mentioned no.
Okay, this is coffee bean.
This is coffee bean, and there are many of them.
Oh,
This is not ripe.
coffee bean. Smell very good. Oh,
This is not ripe.
this is not right.
That is ripe.
That is right. The red one.
Very nice to smell.
Very nice. We can eat it like this.
No,
No.
this is raw.
The raw one.
Very
That
nice.
smell very good. So have lemon also there.
Over here.
Nice smell. Look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, many of them. Many of them. It smells very nice. You want to try? One
So I will taste the coffee bean from Colombia.
हाँ इसको इसको तो smell.
No, it's too everybody.
इनको चाहिए smell करने के लिए.
It's
No,
yeah,
nothing would smell.
No, if you bake
it
it,
smell good.
No, you have to bake this.
I did a great one in the coffee.
Try this one.
Coffee plantation.
Try that one.
The people of the Vereda are suing the municipality.
Ah, that's good. That's good indeed.
It's a good story. Let's go. We are going up there.
Yeah, it's a great story to start, and we are going there. And the people of this society, they are suing the municipal corporation for this road.
Plante.
It's like a bamboo, but we call it guadua.
Oh, it's very nice.
Guadua.
Nice view.
Now
And they got really sturdy.
we going to the Cloud Kingdom.
Very sturdy. Yes, they do. And they grow like this.
We are going to heaven.
This is so beautiful.
Oh, slippery. Be
The
careful.
shoes is okay? I use.
Mine is
Oh,
bit slippery.
but it looks very fancy.
Yeah.
Puma. This one is also, I think, slippery. This is running shoes, not trail shoes.
But they have made the path so
Mm. You can hear the river.
some parts of Malaysia also must be looking like this, no?
Yeah, more or less like this.
Almost like this.
Yeah, in like more in the highland area.
Yeah. We also have the similar kind of
Mm.
landscape.
A lot.
They grow there. Coffee
Yeah,
also.
coffee, tea, mostly tea. Mm.
You're in the top of the tree, tea of the world exports.
Mm.
We have the second number India.
Los Pegasos. Name of that gate.
Pegasus is about the widest before we go.
Pegasus.
Maybe they eat under Malagunas? Yes.
And it will be hard for us to ride again. Slope is very steep.
You must put your body like this. Kalau tak sakit lutut. Kena bawa macam ni.
the Melendez River.
Cat naik turun Gunung Pulai tu. Belumlah
Guys, he's
turun
telling
macam ni juga.
Everybody that the river that you can hear right now is the Melendez River.
Oh, Melendez River.
Melendez River. It's part of the Farallones Mountain Range National Park.
No, this river.
Melendez River.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, Melendez.
Can we swim?
I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah. Yes. Let's go.
Maybe put your feet in.
If you want, you can.
Yeah, sure.
Omar, let's swim.
It's gonna be very
But
cold.
just give the written statement.
At least put our feet in the river.
No, the bus driver said if you go in the river, you walk back.
Oh my God.
Just never goes to the Hilton.
Melendez llega al Cauca.
Actually, now Melendez River is not enter directly to the Cauca because the Cali, it's like they collected 3 rivers in one channel.
Oh, this is already connected. Oh, this is the one of the branch.
Yeah, there are 3 rivers connected, and this is one of them.
Oh, I see.
It's Lily, Melendez, and Cañaverales.
Okay. And then it's become Cali River. And then it's merged into Cali River.
No, into Cauca.
Into Cauca.
Yeah.
Okay, Cauca.
Wow, water quality is perfect.
Very clean. Wow. Melendez River. It will flow down to Cauca River. So this river will merge with 3 other rivers and then it will go to Cauca. Oh, yes. Oh, it's very nice.
Very nice.
Yeah. You see over there? People are swimming there. They put the rocks so that they can have some water and then they will just take a bath there. Okay, let's jump. Fishing. So we can put flow monitoring here.
Yeah. Water quality is good.
Yeah, water quality, hydrology. Yeah, put somewhere here. Yeah, you can monitor the river flow. Everything smells very fresh.
Marijuana.
Yeah. Hello. Melendez River. Let's go.
क्या बता रहे हैं? Okay. सही स्मेल है। स्मेल किस चीज़ की है? स्मेल ओडोमॉस की स्मेल है।
10-minute walks?
अच्छा
Okay.
सर हमें भी दिलवाइए।
ये भयंकर ओडोमॉस नहीं था?
मेरा नाक बंद है फिर भी स्मेल हो रहा है।
वही तो मच्छर तो बेहोश हो जाएंगे भाई। ये वाला तो दिल्ली में होना चाहिए। और क्या? डेंगू कंट्रोल स्ट्रीम। बाप
This is
रे,
better
वापसी
here.
में कैसे चढ़ेंगे? Not easy.
Yeah.
Returning will be problem.
When it's rain. Okay, here is better. Okay, let's go. Let's run.
Es zona de reserva forestal.
It's a rainforest reserve.
This water, so water comes outside. Yes. This will go directly to the river.
The natural part is 1-2 kilometers.
Okay.
Walking?
Yes. The natural part. Farallones of Cali.
Okay.
It's a natural part. In this moment, is the natural. Yes.
Open for public?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
So, some place, other is closed
Oh,
for conservation.
understand. So every morning people will jogging or
Yes. Our house, the natural reserve, Bosque Colibri, is my house, is
Oh.
your house.
It's a requirement.
yeah.
It's a natural reserve, it's a private.
Let him.
Is the place is private.
What is your name?
But this one is public.
Yes.
Sandre.
It's quite nice.
Sandre.
In Malaysia, if something like this, almost every day people will go hike and down.
Yes.
People like it a lot.
It's common the hike.
Yeah, common.
Okay.
So a lot of
The
people.
mountain.
Yeah, in
Many
mountain.
mountain?
Yeah,
No.
not so many mountains. That's why people like maybe 10, 15 like the
10,
mountain.
50?
Yeah. In Johor state. So everybody will go.
Okay.
It's like, oh, everybody is here. It's good. Some people are running, some people are training.
Okay.
On the way here.
This is a special plant.
Yes, this is a lot bigger one.
Yes, the beans is very interesting.
It's okay.
Achote.
Aha. We use that to give color to our food.
Oh,
Okay, color beans.
In the
Food color.
indigenous community,
Yeah.
the painting to
Their
face.
face
Oh.
painting, yeah.
Okay.
It's very bright. An orange red.
Yes, it's orange.
Okay, great.
Un moment.
My grandmother is a fan. So I'm sorry, you went to Sao Paulo? Yeah, for a few days. And then to go to Cal.
Not in Spanish.
yeah. People use it for painting,
Yes.
tattoo, something like that.
Bueno, como hay términos que cambian de organización a organización, si ves que traduce algo y no es como tú lo hubieses dicho, me avisas después para por ¿listo? No hay no hay. A veces hay como sensibilidad que no queremos usar, pero
I'm still alive.
Yeah. Surviving. We are all surviving. It's good news. Don't run. Going up, don't run.
Is it?
Yeah. If you run, you will get tired very fast. Your heartbeat will get very high very fast. Just walking.
Yes.
Okay.
Look, she found one.
You are going ahead?
I think so.
Are we going this?
Yeah.
I'll wait here.
No, you should come. Yes. Yeah.
क्या उम्र है? You can paint from this.
That's right.
Oh.
That's right. You can paint.
Yes.
Okay.
Pigment. This looks like more like that pine.
Yeah, this is that.
It looks like rambutan.
Okay.
All the plants here in the high mountain. Bulo. Let's go.
Okay, you can paint.
No, I've been here. It's gonna be 6 years.
Why are the houses so limited? I did so much and it still wasn't enough.
Yeah, it's a capital city. You can't see everything. It's awesome that you got a chance to see a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never been cold. I would have never thought it was so warm.
I think it was like reaching weather event. Yeah.
I like it. Never pegged it as colder in Bogota.
Yeah. When it rained, it was cold, but like.
But here it's colder than usual.
It stayed very warm.
It's warm and sticky, but since it's been raining so much due to La Niña, the weather's cooler.
Okay.
And usually it's not humid. I think it's always this humid. It feels nicer when it's humid and cooler, than when it's humid and hot. It's like very sticky hot. The people here have a name for it. They call it chor. Sticky hot.
My house. It's all the house. My house. Yes.
Carmen. Carmen. What's Carmen? Carmen. Carmen. This is the name. The name. Carmen.
Okay, this is Calibri. What's written there? Mosawa.
Reserve natural. Bosak.
Bosque Colibri.
Bosque Colibri. Waterfall.
Sonnenberg Forest.
Thank you.
So, flags are open?
Came to this Bosque Colibri.
It's possible. No it's common. It's difficult.
Okay, welcome.
Montana de Sueños.
These are the birds which are inside.
Nos tomamos una foto aquí.
Los árboles que los
algunas
pájaros que
especies.
podemos encontrar.
Son especies.
Yeah? Probably is known for its maritime.
So you guys start going up.
Don't have the permit experience. Terrain is familiar. Okay.
Getting paramedics here, we got a helicopter.
Andrés, si quieres decir algo, necesitas que te sirva de regata a la mano.
No, ahorita que llegamos a la casa, llegamos y hacemos toda la presentación.
Going up.
Sorry? Oh, probably, yeah. It's prepping.
De Malasia, Indonesia. No.
Hay gente, es lo que he escuchado, porque acabo de subir al bus con ellos ahora mismo. Malasia, Indonesia, UK,
¿Ucrania?
no, Reino Unido.
Ah, ok.
Ah, no sé si hay más sitios. Me imagino que sí. Mira, Julián
Todos
te puede
son
dar.
profesionales,
Sí,
estudiantes.
sí, están. Pues por lo menos lo con la que estaba hablando, su grupo está haciendo como trabajos acá, un poco allá, en diferentes sitios. Entonces no sé si son todos del mismo grupo o si es como una mezcla. Omar, do you all work for the same organization, same company? Are you different companies coming together?
No, we're working from the same research project, from a different areas, from a different countries.
Proyecto de diferentes países.
Con la misma organización.
Different countries we have, it's from, the people are from UK, the people are from Ethiopia, the people are from Malaysia, the people are from India,
Malasia, India.
and from this, Colombia.
Oh, de Colombia.
Colombia.
The host country.
The profession is different.
The profession is same.
Okay.
What do you do, Omar, for example?
For example,
For example, be our example.
Engineering.
yeah, what I do, basically I have a PhD in economics, I completed a PhD and a postdoc here, and I did evaluation of techniques for like ecosystem services, like water supply, water demand, like that's why we why are interested in looking to the river basins. We look what the risks also, what are the risks associated with this river, and calculate that. We look at the climate change also. So these are the areas in which we work. And some people work on flooding, some people work on urban water, some people work on groundwater.
¿Sí? ¿Bien? Sí, okay. What is your profession, Andrés?
Yo soy
A little bit of everything.
diseñador multimedial.
Really?
Yes.
He's a designer. A multimedia designer.
Architecture.
Look at that. He's an architect. An artist.
What do you do?
¿Qué haces acá?
What do you do? What's your profession?
The biologic is
Yeah.
is my hair.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. You're a biologist at heart. You can see that.
The other activities las diré ahora. It's
Okay, part of this presentation is telling you all the other activities he does.
many activities.
All activities, not only.
All, yes.
All of them.
And preserving this basin also, this river.
Of course. Being the main one.
Yeah.
You lied. This is not 180 meters.
More than that.
It's more.
One thing.
You were trying to make us think we're almost there. I'm so out of shape.
Really, if it rains, they strong, no one is going to down from here.
Hello.
We can just go down on a jaguar.
She's my woman. Okay, woman, come on. Welcome.
Oh,
¿Cómo se llama?
hello.
Moana.
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 Come on, please.
Hello. Hello, Moana. Oh.
Welcome.
Ecoturismo de la montaña, Magico Angestial, Usanado.
You can take a chair if you want, sit down, however you feel more comfortable.
It's your house.
Hola, Moana linda.
Hi, how are you? Yeah, I went to Colombia.
It's feel good to sweat.
Too much to sweat. I think we should know.
Yes.
Now we can talk.
You can have both if you want both. You don't have to choose between one or the other. Okay? You can try both. Don Efrain is more than willing.
That is there in the hotel, but not the whole bed.
Take your time.
Yes, it's a byproduct. Okay. We do that in Puerto Rico. We don't have panela, and we're very close. I didn't know panela until I arrived.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's delicious.
Okay.
No, on this side there's
Something
turkey, but
you like
valley, when you're going towards the airport, you might see some sugar cane on the way.
Okay,
Yeah,
enjoy.
thank you. Oh, it's hot.
Yes, they sell it and they make like a pill.
Okay, let's enjoy this.
Syrup, so they make a pill. And then you just sell it.
Yo, you're so tired. Exhausted.
Surviving.
I'm still alive.
Yeah.
So I'm going to recharge myself.
अगर आप आज चढ़े ना तो इसका मतलब आप फिट हो भाई
तो गया
वही कह रहा हूँ ना आप फिट हो
अशोक कुमार क्या होना चाहिए
Okay, dear.
Now we can talk.
Yeah.
Yes, that's how. You wanna try the wine?
Or let's see if is that part of the
Huh?
Oh,
You want to try the
what we
beer?
call honey.
let's wait till we
Ah, well, okay, it's okay. Anytime. Take a break.
The green bird, yeah. It is moving around. It has a red head. Right there next to the brown.
Oh, yeah, I can see.
That's it. It looks like a parakeet of some sort.
No, I think
It's very small.
looks like a red mouth.
Yes. I won't be able to get it. It won't be confirmative. You must have details about what this region has.
Basin, which is almost like in 1600, yeah, like 1600 meters above sea level. 16 meters.
Mira para allá.
Yeah.
1600.
Yeah, 1600 meters above sea level. Here is where me, Catalina, and Alexa are doing our thesis work. I'm as a master's, Catalina and Alexa as a doctor. Okay?
This insect.
Okay.
I think
So
it's
his
one-
address,
I think
he's
it's
going to
one.
explain where are we and what is this place. Okay.
Como quieras.
Bueno, bienvenidos. Mi nombre es Andrés.
Welcome, my name is Andrés. Paola Andrea.
Juan Camilo.
Juan Camilo. Y mis compañeros.
Don Jairo. Jairo, my name is Efrain Paz. Welcome to Colombia. We are here to present our products. We got wine, blackberry wine, we got ginger ale, and we got cannabis beer. We got honey, and another thing. You want to try later on? We are here to serve you.
Okay. Para hacernos una idea del lugar en el que estamos,
So we can have an idea of where we are right now.
es Colombia, el Valle del Cauca y Santiago de Cali. Okay? What is your reference this Cali? ¿Cuál es el referente que tienen de la
When you
ciudad?
think about Cali, what do you think about?
¿Qué saben de Cali?
Did you know anything about Cali coming into Cali?
Salsa, okay, okay. The other activity?
Anything else?
¿No hay salsa? University birds. Okay.
I want shopping complex. We buy the coffee.
Centros comerciales para comprar café.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Y lugares en la ciudad que reconozcan, que hayan escuchado, que existen en la ciudad.
Have you heard of any landmarks within the city that you recognize?
The church, I think.
The basilica, the church?
La ermita.
Okay.
San Antonio,
Hill.
okay.
Awesome.
Catherine went with, I think, with cat to the cat.
El parque de los gatos, el gato de Tejada. Ok. Ok. Normalmente esos son los referentes que tenemos o que tienen nuestros visitantes, incluso muchos habitantes de nuestra ciudad.
Usually those are the landmarks that are present in the mind of a lot of our visitors and even the people that live in Cali.
Pero resulta que Cali, lo que normalmente conocemos como Cali, es esta partecita gris, un poco más oscura, que hace referencia a la zona urbana.
Wow. Now I'm in shock.
Okay.
So usually when we think about Cali, we only think about this little portion of Cali, which is the urban sector of Cali.
Only 20%. The 80% is the rural zone. ¿Ok? 15 corregimientos están divididos. ¿Les puedes explicar qué son los corregimientos?
Okay, we have 16 districts, 15 districts within Cali. And these districts are like where we are right now. Cali is divided into 15 districts, okay?
Y Cali es una ciudad privilegiada, ¿sí? Solo el 20% es zona urbana y el 80% es zona rural. Y como caleños, creemos que Cali solo es esa franja gris oscura que es el 20%.
So Cali is a very privileged city. We only have 20% urbanized. The other 80% is this rural, majestic place. I'm taken away, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Caleños are not aware of this.
Y un privilegio muy grande, y es que como caleños y como ciudad tenemos al interior un parque nacional natural que se llama Los Farallones de Cali, que cruza toda la zona rural, ¿sí? Toda esta cadena montañosa hace parte del Parque Nacional Natural Los Farallones de Cali.
And part of our privilege as Caleños, as people who live in Cali, is that we have a natural reserve called the Farallones de Cali. This is the mountain range that we're on right now, and it crosses all of Cali, all through the rural area.
The 7 rivers have the city. 7 rivers. All born in the mountain. Yes. This es la cuenca del río Melendez.
This is the river basin
Okay.
of the Melendez River.
Que fue el río que cruzaron ahora donde nos encontramos. Ese es el río Melendez, uno de los principales ríos que abastece la ciudad de Cali.
And the Melendez River, where we took the pictures, where we met him, that is one of the main rivers of the city of Cali, one of those 7 rivers.
Y un privilegio como caleños es que estando en la ciudad, en el centro, tú te desplazas 20 o 30 minutos y llegas a un ecosistema completamente diferente como este.
And one of the privileges of living in Cali is that if you move from the center of Cali, from the urban center, 20 minutes in any direction, you will find an ecosystem like this one.
Y como habitantes de este territorio, pues tenemos una gran responsabilidad y de alguna manera somos los guardianes de este territorio, somos los responsables de cuidar y conservar este ecosistema en el que vivimos.
And part of the privilege that we have of having all these ecosystems around us, there comes a responsibility. We are in charge of preserving all of these ecosystems.
We are guardians of this.
We are the guardians, thank you, I missed that part. We are the guardians of these ecosystems.
Y en el territorio, entonces venimos desarrollando diferentes procesos y hoy con ustedes, pues quisimos invitar a uno de los procesos del cual nosotros como Bosque Colibrí, que ahora les voy a hablar más de Bosque Colibrí, hacemos parte de varios procesos y uno de ellos es agroecoturismo de la montaña.
Okay. So along all of this rural area in Cali, we are developing some projects
And one of these projects is Colibri, where we are right now. It's part of an ecotourism of the mountain.
Don Efra, cuéntenos un poco y preséntele a nuestros compañeros agroecoturismo de la montaña. Cuéntenle un poco quiénes somos y qué hacemos.
Well, we are agroecoturismo, agroecoturismo, the mountain, and we are 10 people or 10
empresarios, emprendimientos,
emprendimientos,
negocios, business.
Well, we are here.
Place.
We are here working with 10 families, and we are trying to get our purpose or life in front of you. We got some part of them in front and about you. We are trying to make it the best right now. So, ¿qué más lo puedo decir?
Si quiere decirlo en español, yo le traduzco.
No. No, pues dígalo con un corto.
He wasn't ready to be put on the spot.
No estaba preparado.
Somos 10 familias.
He's saying there are 10 families here, 10 familias. They are entrepreneurs. They are developing partially what he already explained to you, the wine and the ginger ale, the beer. And what else? ¿Qué más puedes añadir?
Las diferentes actividades que
Bueno,
desarrollamos.
entonces agroecoturismo ofrece servicios y productos. Hoy trajimos algunos de los productos de nuestros emprendimientos.
So we offer as ecotourism services and products. So these are some of the products.
Ahora les vamos a dar una degustación, pero les voy a contar rápidamente qué sucede en cada emprendimiento.
You are going to have a taste of all of these, but I'm going to give you some background as to what happens with all of these entrepreneurs.
Entonces, Carboneros es un emprendimiento que recibe camping con mascotas.
I'm so excited. Sorry, Carboneros is an entrepreneur that receives camping visitors with their pets.
Es un emprendimiento de un área muy pequeña y tiene huerta, vivero, camping, está
Peces.
peces.
So it's a very small place, but they have a garden, they have fish, they have a greenhouse, a poultry.
Bien.
Okay.
Listo. Y está al lado del río.
And it's right next to the river.
Deleitarse es la esposa de Don Marino y cocina delicioso. Ella fue la que elaboró los pan de bonos y los buñuelos.
And Deleitarse is the name of this man's wife's entrepreneurial effort. And she was the one who made the pan de bonos, and she cooks like the goddess.
Y ella es quien recepciona la atención en servicio de restaurante haciendo comida típica deliciosa.
So she is our restaurant. She offers you very typical and delicious food from the area.
Tenemos otro emprendimiento que se llama La Huerta de Erland y ellos cultivan aderezos de berros y sacan licores y aderezos.
So the Huerta de Erland is that one. They cultivate berros, no sé lo que es.
Hortalizas.
Watercress.
Watercress, thank you. I had never heard watercress or berros, so I'm learning with you. They cultivate watercress and they make that product that we have back there.
Y es como un dip, es un
It's like a dip.
aderezo.
You can eat it with chips.
Vegano.
It's vegan, so you can eat.
Bueno, don
Well,
Efraín
I
Marín.
prepare fermentation drinks, no? We got wine, blackberry wine. That's the only thing that we produce around here. That is blackberry because of the cold water. And we also make ginger beer. That is called also ginger ale and cannabis beer. So you are welcome if you want to try or you want to test it. Just feel.
The name couple is particular. The name is Efraín and María. Efraín and María is
They're part
La
of
María, una novela.
a novel. It's called La María. Do you know anything about literature? There's the Romanticism
Yes.
era in
It's a romantic novel.
Anglo speakers is Shakespeare. So we have La Maria here, and it's parallel. And the main characters are Efraín and Maria, and that's the name of him and his wife.
Bueno, y tenemos otros emprendimientos que hoy no trajeron sus productos, que ofrecen también camping y recorridos muy similares a lo que ustedes van a vivir hoy aquí, como Ecomeeting, Biovital, Bachué, ¿quién se me queda por fuera?
Villa Cerrito.
Villa Cerrito.
Okay, so the names are Eco Meeting, Biovital, Bachué,
y
Villa Cerrito.
and Villa Cerrito.
Cultivan berros acuáticos y los procesan en licores y en aderezos.
So this entrepreneurship is called La Huerta de Erlan, and they process watercress and they make liquor and these types of dips. Thank you.
Ajá. Es el emprendimiento que tiene más, ¿cómo se dice? Como donde están ubicados más sitios.
¿Que tiene más presencia?
No, que tiene más sitios de venta.
Más de 20.
Más puntos de venta.
Okay, so we can find this in many places in the city. It's the most common in the city, this one.
Nada, y pasemos por la degustación.
And now
No,
it's
porque
time for you to
tenemos
try
también
them.
lo de doña Lucidey, que es las delicias de Lucidey, que es nuestra principal chef.
So our chef
Hace estos que son antipastos.
makes this other dip as well.
Es un producto elaborado con vegetales, champiñones y
Vegetables,
en este caso este es con atún.
mushrooms, and tuna. This one is not vegan.
¿Ya? Hay otro que no está hoy aquí presente, el mismo pero vegetariano.
She
Pero no lo
does the
traje.
same one without the tuna, but we didn't bring it in today.
Y la miel de bosque colibrí.
And our honey for colibri forest.
Este es uno de los productos de bosque colibrí que ahora
Todo el mundo
So
queriendo
let's
más
try
ginger.
ginger ale.
Come on, come on.
More ginger, guys? Ginger?
¿Qué necesitas?
Oh,
Ginger, lemon, and
Miss.
no? You want the wine?
macam soda.
Satu cawan yang kongsi ramai.
Letak dalam botol ni bawah.
I take advantage of the driver.
Oh, cheers.
Perros.
Cannabis,
Cannabis wine.
Toma.
Yeah.
Cheers. Cheers.
Debe ser
I'm behind Cali. I'm done. I'm Kaja. Mogok dah, mogok.
Boleh dia sulit sana.
Makin try. Let's try this one.
after the wine, it's a salsa.
Ya. Gracias. Boleh dips dengan Doritos saya tadi.
I served an extra one. Do you want some more?
si alguien quiere probar cerveza.
Yo la quiero probar.
Anybody want to try the beer?
You want to try the beer?
Okay.
Yes, I didn't know it existed. Does anyone want to try cannabis beer? No? Cannabis beer? No? No. Yes.
Try, try.
You want to try it?
Padu beer.
I see.
Berros.
Leaf cutter end.
Yeah, that's a problem here.
Oh.
Leaf cutter end.
I don't know what's the word.
A plate.
A plate, yeah. They are like they eat.
How do you Well, hornets are massive. I don't think we'll get that big, but I'll ask. But I'm pretty certain those are hornets.
We used to have these in it, not those particular species.
Lebah.
We used to make these kind of
Yeah, that's crazy. Look at these hornets.
That's the back. Ada.
Ella es súper dulce y
It's
muy...
very sweet.
Yes, tiene mucha fibra.
And it's fiber. Mostly
Entonces,
fiber.
tenemos dos animales que se lo vienen a comer. Uno son los monos nocturnos que andan en grupos familiares, en 6 o 8. Y otro que se llama el olinguito.
We have some monkeys that
Háblale
come
del
in
olinguito.
family groups about 6 to 8. And they eat them. And also we have the olinguito. I'm not sure what that is.
Es
so
una
she's gonna
especie
explain now.
identificada apenas hace en el 2013 y la tenemos aquí.
So it's a species that was identified in 2013. And we have it here.
Olinguito.
Does it have a translation to English?
Ay, no.
No.
Olinguito.
Olinguito. Is it like a monkey? Is it a marsupial? Is
It's the
it?
marsupial.
It's a marsupial.
The family the suricatas.
Possum. It's like the possums.
Ajá. Bueno, tenemos también otra especie que hemos avistado acá, es además de 100 especies de aves, la taira.
We have more than 100 species of birds, and we have the taira. And the taira is? ¿Qué es la
Es
taira?
un mamífero.
It's a mammal.
¿Se la vas a presentar?
This is olinguito.
That's the olinguito, guys.
Ya te muestro la taira.
It's cute.
Yeah.
No, it's a
Sorry.
Ya tengo el celular muy lento. Muéstrame la taira.
Yes, it's the similar size the Moana.
Pero más pequeño.
Yes. No,
They're smaller. They're
Ah, no,
smaller
el
than
olinguito
Moana.
El olinguito es muy
The
pequeño.
olinguito is
Como-
just like Moana.
y la taira
Taira, es que tengo
is
el
similar the olinguito. Well, okay, no it's
And the taira is similar to the olinguito.
Y en enero vimos...
Muy sostenible.
We want everything to be as sustainable as possible at the Colibri Forest. The guacharaca. Sorry. I wanted you guys to see it. That's the guacharaca, guys.
Bird, no?
Yeah, the bird.
No, ya que no apareció
Ah, sí. Esa es más grande, ¿cierto?
grande.
Vos estás
Pero
rezando.
mantuvo.
Ay,
Esto es súper normal, deja mantiene todo bien.
sí. Ok, continue. Ya, continuamos.
Entonces, ¿qué les digo? Que todo
Queremos el sostenible.
Entonces, desde el uso del agua se empieza con el proceso de sostenibilidad.
So, as we use our water, we keep this sustainability in mind.
El agua que se provee aquí de Bosque Colibrí viene desde la cascada que suena al fondo, desde la quebrada que suena al fondo, que se llama Quebrada El Minuto.
So, from what you hear out back, that's where we get our water. It's called Quebrada El Minuto.
Entonces,
The minute.
el agua se toma de una boca toma bastante arriba donde inicia la quebrada y viene y por medio de tubería hasta aquí a la casa.
So we bring the water on these pipes from the top of this waterfall and we bring it to the house.
Cuando llega a la casa pues se usan las actividades normales de la casa para trapear, para lavar, para cocinar.
We use it for the routine house activities, to mop, to clean.
Y después de usada, el agua se separa en dos tipos de agua.
And after we use it, we separate it into two kinds of water.
Entonces tenemos aguas grises
We
y
have
aguas
gray
negras.
water and black water.
Las aguas grises son las aguas que están bastante cargadas como de jabón y comida.
The gray water has food and soap
Entonces que son normalmente las de la cocina y las de la ducha, las
from
de
the kitchen, when we mop or when we take a shower.
Y las aguas negras pues son las aguas que están cargadas pues de popó y de orina.
And the black water, which have fecal matter and urine.
Entonces después de separadas empieza un proceso para limpiar el agua y devolverla a la quebrada.
So after we separate them, we start a cleaning process to bring it back into the river.
Entonces las aguas grises vienen hasta aquí, hasta este filtro.
The gray water go into this filter.
Esto se llama una trampa de grasa.
This is a grease trap.
Y es algo parecido a esto, pero pues en un tamaño mucho más grande.
It looks like this, but in a larger scale.
Entonces, esta trampa de grasa usa un principio físico y químico.
This grease trap has a physics and a chemical principle to it.
Entonces, el agua sucia entra por este tubito que está más arriba y llega hasta el fondo de la trampa.
So the dirty water comes in here and it goes down to the bottom of the trap.
Y por los principios de la densidad, el agua se separa de la grasa.
And because of density principles, the water then separates from the grease.
Entonces, ya si ven que pues un tubito es como más alto que el otro,
If you can see, this one's higher, positioned higher than this one.
Eso es para que cuando el agua no esté a nivel del tubo más alto, la grasa no se vaya.
So it's that when the water doesn't reach this level, the grease or the oils can't come out.
Entonces la grasa siempre queda atrapada en el tarro y el agua solamente es lo que sale por este otro tubo.
So the grease and the oil remains in here and we only let the water come out.
Entonces pues eso es como el principio de la trampa
That's
de
the
grasa.
principle of the grease trap.
Y tenemos el otro filtro que es allá.
And we have another filter back here. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's under a lot of leaves, so we can't really see it from here either. He's stepping on it right now.
Entonces ese es un pozo séptico.
That's a septic tank.
Ese pozo funciona principalmente con microorganismos activados.
It has active microorganisms.
Entonces son bacterias,
Bacteria,
hongos,
fungi,
principalmente levaduras.
mainly yeast.
Y lo que hacen es que descomponen pues la materia orgánica que se desecha ahí. Y también por principio de densidad se separa el agua de esa materia orgánica.
They decompose the organic matter, and because of the density principle, again, it's separated from the water.
Después de que pasan este primer filtro, estas dos aguas se juntan y van a un segundo filtro.
When they pass through this filter and this filter, they converge somewhere along the line, and they go into another filter.
Ahí se alcanza a ver la tapa del otro filtro.
You can
y
see
es,
the lid around here, yeah?
y ese
Ah, yeah.
es un filtro
Yeah.
físico.
And that's a physical filter.
Entonces esa es una trampa de arena.
It's a sand trap.
Entonces es un tarro también gigante
It's also
que está
huge.
compuesto por diferentes tipos de granos que empieza desde la arena hasta una roca bastante grande.
Okay, so it's also a huge trap like this one, and it starts with sand until you get really big rocks at the top.
Entonces la idea en este filtro es que las partículas, tanto de comida como de materia orgánica que se hayan podido ir en estos filtros, quede atrapada en ese otro filtro.
The idea is to trap all the organic matter or all the grease or oils that could have escaped from here in that filter.
Y pues ya después también, igual por principio de densidad, se va solamente el agua.
And because of the principle of density as well, only the water leaves the tank.
Bueno, esta es solo como la primera parte del proceso y también es como para que veamos que no siempre lo que estamos acostumbrados, que por ejemplo son los baños normales, es como lo lo mejor que hay, sino que hay otras formas de hacer las cosas.
So this is the beginning of the filtration process. There's more along the way, but it goes to show that what we're used to and what is traditional already for us is not only the only way to do things, and it's not always the best way to do things.
Y pues además que este tipo de procesos que se están haciendo aquí no es como algo de ahora, sino que desde la antigüedad, en Asia principalmente, ellos ya lo hacían.
And this is not something new. These are things that in Asia and other countries has already been done for centuries.
¿Vamos a seguir? Sí, listo. Entonces, venga, yo me voy adelante y les cuento del buchón de agua.
The what? The what? So everybody gather around here.
Bueno, entonces aquí tenemos here 4 tanques o 4 canales con buchón de agua.
With this plant.
Olirio de agua.
Olirio de agua. Ajá. Esta planta es una planta acuática,
An aquatic plant.
flotando.
It's floating there.
Ajá. Y cumple la función de tamizaje, como el colador con el jugo.
And she's like a sifter. Like when you're making juice.
Ella es la que nos ayuda al proceso de limpieza del agua y es el complemento a ese sistema que tenemos allí.
She helps us continue filtering the water, and it's a complement to what we already saw up there.
Estos 4 tanques están unidos por un tubo. Mira, aquí sale el agua. Así, en zigzag.
Okay, so these 4 channels are connected through tubes in the bottom and pipes. Thank you. As you can see, the water is coming in right here, and it's a zigzag.
Y nuevamente utilizamos la gravedad, o sea, no hay que poner motobombas.
Again, we don't have to use motors or anything because we're using gravity.
Hace 3 años el DACMA, que es una entidad encargada del medio ambiente acá en Cali, nos regaló un análisis microbiológico del agua y arrojó que la limpiamos en el 98%.
I'm coming here to get
Alright, let's go.
personal note.
Yo voy a venir acá a buscar el agua de ahora en adelante.
Está decidido.
El 70% de la ciudad se toma esa, la tiene que hervir y todo. Bueno, voy a empezar a hervir el agua. Te voy a contar. O sea, después de esos 4 tanques,
After we move from these 4 tanks or channels,
el agua se une con esta que es el rebote del agua, que es un agua limpia que no usamos.
we mix it. It converges with the water that Omar said. That it's the fresh water that we didn't use.
Allí tenemos peces
We have fish in there,
que nos ayudan a oxigenar más la caída del agua.
and they help us oxygenate the water. Also, the falling
I can see the
water.
fishes. I can see the fishes. Yeah,
Y después el último tramo, el último punto es ese otro gran lago con buchón de agua que hace la última limpieza.
Okay, and then we have a lake down there that is also filled with water lilies, and they're the last filter.
Bueno, ese es el proceso que
That's the
hacemos.
process that we do. Oh, careful, it's very, very slippery, guys.
This is a filtration system. Zigzag down here. It will filter the water by using this water lily.
Yes, this is something the water treatment plant.
Water
which is
treatment
going
plant.
here, and it's a natural way of treating the water.
This is
And
all
they are
nature
saying
based.
that the water quality is much better than the quality which they get from the domestic households. It purifies the water at around 98%.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect solution.
Perfect solution.
Nature based.
But it's possible only, I believe, for the small set of population, not for the bigger set of population. That's why I was asking him about the population.
This is only a backyard scale water treatment. So let's see, it's going down here. We can let's filter everything. Let's go down here. And then let's go to the fish. Or this fish and then another filter, water lily pond. And it will filter 98%.
They reproduce so fast, and actually there are 8 countries in the world that where the water lily is forbidden. Because
Look at this tree. This leaf is very big. Bawa pergi rumah ni. Berebut orang cari ni.
it has to be controlled. If you leave it in an open body of water, it's going to take over and it's going to kill all the flora. Constantemente las van sacando,
Cada 3 meses.
every 3 months.
Porque en un mes una sola saca 5.
Because in a month, just one of them has 5 other leaves.
What's the life of this one?
¿Cuál es el
Y se está haciendo la purificación.
Esta planta se llama bore acá en Colombia.
Se usa bore en Colombia.
Es de consumo animal y humano.
So humans and animals eat it, as you may well know.
Aquí en la reserva tenemos 3 plantas que nos sirven de alimento, complemento para las gallinas. Esta aporta proteína y le llaman la sopa.
So we feed this to the poultry. It gives them vitamins and protein.
Y con esta parte se hace harina de bore para hacer tortas de bore para humanos cuando quieren que sean gorditos.
And this part over here, we make flour, bore flour, when we want people to build a bore. Bore, we said bore.
Fertilizer.
So this is our fertilizer lab.
Y este tipo de abono que tenemos aquí se llama bocache.
And this fertilizer is called bocache.
El bocache es un tipo de compostado que tiene una técnica como muy similar a
So bocache is a type of compost that is very similar as to when you're making a lasagna.
La idea es hacerlo por capas.
Because it's for layers. Yes, it's like making a lasagna because you do it by layers.
Entonces, para hacer este bocache, el componente principal va a ser la gallinaza, que es el excremento de las gallinas.
Okay, so the main component of this bocache is the excrement from the poultry, from the chicken.
Oh. Entonces, ese excremento se recoge con esto
No, es la viruta de la madera o la cáscara de la trigo.
Okay, so we use, do you remember, did you guys all see the coffee bean?
Yeah.
So that peeling that we don't use when we're making the coffee, we use that with the excrement of the poultry and or sheddings from the wood. Remember, we have a woodworker over here, so those shreds of wood that he doesn't use, we use them here.
En el piso de las gallinas se les riega cisco, ahí queda el popó y queda el chichi, y ese se recoge cada 45 días.
Okay, so we put all of that, the peeling of the seeds and the scraps from the wood on the floor of where we keep the poultry, and we pick that up every 45 days.
También tiene,
45.
también tiene pues otras capas que vienen siendo pasto recién cortado.
It has fresh cut grass in the next layer.
Las aportan
It gives us the nitrogen that we need.
Tenemos también pasto seco
We have dry grass
que ayuda a controlar la
Even
humedad.
if you feel hungry, you think.
to control the humidity.
Omar,
También
you're hungry?
hay,
You're hungry?
I mean, no, I'm not.
You can just take.
So this is not a lettuce.
This is the
Mantillo de hueso.
like like the soil, what you find at the bottom of the trees in the forest. What do you call that soil? The humus. Yes.
Y lo que hace esto es que nos va a aportar los microorganismos propios del ecosistema.
And it gives us the microorganisms that are endemic to the ecosystem. Okay, that's the next layer, the lasagna.
También se le añade los microorganismos activados que se añaden arriba.
Okay, so the same microorganisms that we use to clean the black waters upstairs are added to this procedure.
Y además se le agrega algo que se llama miel de purga, que es otro producto de la caña de azúcar y se usa para darle energía a todos los microorganismos.
They use another byproduct. I don't know if it has a translation because I also heard it for the first time in Colombia as well. And it's a byproduct of the sugar cane. Just like the panela, they have the miel de purga. It's called, it's like a honey. It's like an agave or like a molasses.
Miel, pero
it's like molasses. Yes, it's very concentrated. And they use that. Oh, it's molasses. Look at it. No sabía que la miel de purga era esto, pero eso es. Yes, this is what they put in.
Es un subproducto de la caña de azúcar.
A byproduct of sugarcane.
Huele.
It smells sweet.
Yeah, I can smell that.
Yes, you can smell it. Molasses.
Y acá en Colombia también es suplemento para hierro para los niños que están desnutridos.
We give this as an iron supplement to the kids when they need iron. ¿Ese lo compran?
Sí, ese sí lo compramos.
Yes, we do buy this.
Ese es el alimento.
O sea que no es.
Esa es la base del alimento de los caballos.
This is the food for the horse. They use it for the food for the horse.
Hola.
Este aporta energía a este
It brings in energy to this process.
Además, pues.
Yeah, the plant house. Bueno, este es el vivero, este es el espacio donde reproducimos las plantas ornamentales, las que van para jardines y las plantas que van para el vivero.
This is where
para la huerta.
This is where we reproduce the plants that go in our gardens and the plants for our crops, for our fields.
Entonces aquí está como la salacuna de las plantitas.
So this is like our nursery. Yes, the nursery.
Por ejemplo, suculentas.
The succulents.
Ajá.
Nice.
Yeah.
Tenemos frijol, zapallo, albahaca.
We have some zapallo. We have a pumpkin. We have avocado over there.
Aguacate.
Flowers, marijuana,
Cúrcuma.
Cumin.
Cúrcuma.
Cumin, yes.
Sí.
Cumin and
All
no
the
sé cómo
herbs.
decir albahaca. Basil.
Ajá.
Basil,
Lechugas.
albahaca, lettuce,
Basil
pepper. Yes, aquí tienen en semillas, ¿cierto? Están
Tenemos las
semillas.
semillas,
Yes, these
sí.
are the seeds.
Y después, sino que hace poco trasplantamos, entonces estamos otra vez haciendo semillero. Pero
Okay,
ya todo
so they
está en la
already
huerta.
planted some where they have their crops, and that's why they have a seed bedding.
Y estos son árboles, los árboles que también reproducimos.
These are
Cuando hay,
trees, all of them are trees.
cuando hay cosecha de aguacate, todo lo que nos comemos guardamos la pepa y pásame uno de aguacate.
So they eat the avocado,
Cualquiera de esos.
they keep the pit, and they put it in.
Listo. Entonces, esto es un empaque de café que usamos. Entonces,
This is our coffee. This is where our coffee comes in.
Ajá. Lo reutilizamos, le hacemos huequitos y sembramos nuestra semilla de aguacate aquí. Cuando el árbol ya está grande, lo llevamos al cultivo o al bosque y sembramos. Todo el tiempo estamos sembrando.
Okay, so we put our seed in there, we plant it, we make these little holes, and when the tree is like yay high, they take them over there to their crops and they reutilize everything. Seed, the coffee bag, everything.
Tenemos varios árboles nativos que
We have
están en peligro
native
de
trees
extinción.
that are facing extinction here.
Entonces, el aguacate, el níspero, que son frutales, el anón, el papayo, la poma rosa.
Papaya, níspero, I don't know how to translate that one. It's a pink, ese es rosado, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Níspero, it's a pink fruit. We can see it probably later. Avocado y dijiste
Anón,
and
que es
anon.
familiar de la guanábana. Ese es
That it's like
Ese
a
es el
like a
anón.
sour sop.
¿Sí? Bueno, entonces vamos por acá.
Tienen pregunta.
Pregunta.
¿Esto es tapioca?
Eso es papaya.
Papaya. Yes.
Papaya. Yeah, it's papaya.
Papaya.
Papaya. Yes.
What is the common coffee species being planted here?
¿Qué especie de café es arábico?
Variedad Castillo, que es una variedad que se creó.
Panela for our panela, what we drank.
Yes. Pero esta es la cáscara del café después de que se ha despulpado.
Okay, so this is coffee. The coffee, what's left of the coffee after we took what we want to.
Es la cáscara del café.
It looks like beans, coffee beans.
Yeah,
No,
it's the outside.
Coffee.
Yes.
Coffee
skin. It's the coffee bean skin. Yes.
Entonces, ella llega aquí muy caliente, nosotros la dejamos descomponerse de manera natural.
Okay, we're gonna have all the residue of this humid or this liquid going into that siphon right there.
Lo recogemos en ese tarro amarillo.
And it comes into that
yellow collector. Volvemos y lo vaciamos aquí para que se nutra.
Back in here to reuse it.
Y al cabo de las semanas,
and after some weeks,
se convierte en tierrita.
Soil.
Still coffee beans.
Ajá, faltó un hito.
Sí, chocolate. Dark chocolate.
Parece un chocolate oscuro, dice.
Exacto. Entonces, este también a veces lo echamos en el bocachi.
So we sometimes put this one into the one downstairs, the bocachi.
Y a veces tenemos tenemos...
No huele a café, dice.
Lombrices.
How disappointing.
No huele a café
No
ni
huele a
feo.
café, and it doesn't smell bad either.
Entonces, a veces tenemos...
¿Ustedes tienen todo el proceso del café aquí?
Sí, hasta la trilla. La tostión la hacemos con un barista en Cali.
Okay, so they have a barista in Cali who does the roasting, that last part.
That is a this thing, but when they pluck the coffee,
Cuando
they
sacan el
boil and
café,
remove this husk from the coffee.
ustedes mismos le remueven todo esto al café aquí. Sí. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Everything's done here.
Hasta dejar la almendra verde.
Hasta dejar la almendra, sí. Secado y
Okay,
atrillado.
yes.
This is very common. Is this common where you guys are from too? Really? We use this all the time. You see this a lot. The tire? I think the dinosaurs will come back and see the dinosaurs. No, they don't.
Oye, y vamos a le dice la mejor.
So I can show you the person who are creating this.
Bueno. Por aquí. Así es el grano de café.
So this is
¿Qué
what
me
coffee
falta?
grain looks like.
Bueno, entonces lo que vamos a hacer
We
es lo
saw them
siguiente.
at the beginning of the tour, right outside.
Yeah, I already picked one and taste it already.
What they sent to the barista. Ustedes es lo que le dieron al barista, ¿cierto?
No, adentro
This
sí.
is the coffee bean.
Pero lo que vamos a hacer es sacar la semilla.
What we're gonna do is we're all gonna take the seed out. Do all of you have one?
Eso, vamos a hacer
So
eso.
squish it. Oh, look at my seed. It went away.
There's the two seeds, black and white.
Entonces, voy a...
Just press it.
Eso, voy a...
Yeah, squish it.
Y
Put
vamos a
it, push it,
probarlo.
put
Try
it into
it.
your mouth.
Yeah, try it. How? ¿Lo muerdes?
Smell it.
chupas.
You suck on it.
Sweet. It's sweet? It's sweet?
Es dulce.
Ah.
That's slimy thing is
Esa cosa babosa.
Es porque es una
La
cereza.
babosa se llama mucílago.
Because it's a berry.
Lo baboso se llama mucílago.
It's called mucilage.
Ajá.
Es un tipo de
Okay. Entonces, esta máquina es la que despulpa, o sea, la que separa la
This
cáscara
machine
de la...
takes a slimy thing.
Entonces, la cáscara sale por acá.
So this red thing, the cover, comes out that way.
Y el grano sale por acá.
And the grain comes into this other.
El grano se deja fermentar 24 horas.
We leave it there for 24 hours to ferment.
Y al siguiente día se lava 3 veces.
The next day it's washed 3 times.
Las aguasmieles que salen del lavado del café son muy contaminantes.
So the water that comes out from this washing is highly contaminant.
Entonces tenemos 2 tanques. Un tanque donde separamos natas, aguasmieles y los lodos.
So they have 3 tanks where they separate the slimy thing, the water that is the residue, and the la última que dices, and the mud.
The mud? Lodos.
Yeah, the mud.
O sea, como la parte
sludge.
más espesa del
The
lavado.
sludge maybe? Yeah, the sludge. The thickest part that comes out of it.
La capa de arriba, la que más frota, que son las natas y los lodos,
So the
las
first
echamos
2,
allá en la cáscara.
we put them down there where we just saw that we had the peels.
Ajá. El agua se va a un filtro que la limpia nuevamente y después se va al sistema de tratamiento con buchón de
So we
agua.
have a filter here that treats that the remaining water, and it goes into the lilies, the hyacinths.
En Colombia, el cultivo de café, aunque es el que más se da en Colombia, es de los más contaminantes. No todo el mundo hace este proceso.
So in Colombia, the highest contaminant of the crops that we have is coffee, because not everybody does this process that we do here.
Porque son aguas que salen muy dulces. Si van directamente a la fuente hídrica,
if we put this very sweet water into our water sources, it's not going to be something good for the environment.
Les voy a mostrar los tanques donde hacemos esa separación.
So I'm going to show you the
Y después
tanks
vamos a la
where we
máquina.
do this process. Sludge, you said, right? The last one? Don't want to forget.
Lo más espeso que le llamamos lodos queda abajo, queda
The
sentado.
biggest part, the sludge, is going to go to the bottom part.
Y en la mitad queda el agua más...
So in the middle, we have the liquid. It naturally separates because of the concept of density. I would just show you what we do. This is my interpretation. So we take all the solid residues and we put them in there, in this little
Entonces, las natas, las natas les abrimos una llave y se van a ese tarro.
And they're gonna go in that. So we open this, there's a filter kind of thing. Yes, it's kind of a filtration. So they open it and it goes into that other canister.
Después abro otra llave y el agua se va a ese tarro.
And we open this other pipe and it goes into the other filtration that we already saw.
Después vuelvo y abro otra y los lodos se van para esa también.
I open another one for the sludge to move out into the bottom one as well.
Y todo eso va a la pulpa, a las cáscaras de allá, las que vimos ahorita.
And all of this goes to that pulp. All that, what we saw down there, the coffee bean residue, yes.
Ajá. Y después de ese tanque que están las aguas más limpias, se van al sistema de tratamiento con buchón de agua, al tanque anaeróbico y al buchón de agua.
And as I said before, the cleaner water goes into the anaerobic plant and then in a filter, and then into the canals with the hyacinths.
Y listo.
And that's it.
Vamos para donde lo secamos y después
No.
para la...
Yes, 5 days assembly session.
Entonces voy a pedir, entren todos y les muestro.
Everybody come in.
Y les muestro algo.
I'm going to show you something.
Oh.
The coffee bean.
Oh.
Coffee.
Bueno. Entonces,
Ready to go, huh?
bueno,
Atención.
Well.
Bueno, este es nuestro café, así es como ya queda, aquí ya está seleccionado.
This is our coffee. We have already pre-selected it.
Entonces, esto se llama marquesina, es donde se pone a secar el café.
So this is where we put the coffee to dry.
Ajá. Este es el café en buen estado. El café se debe, la selección del café es manual.
So we manually select the coffee.
Entonces,
the best coffee that we have at the moment.
Which is the best coffee in this? How do you do
¿Cuál es el
grading?
mejor? ¿Cómo sabes?
Por la calidad de la semilla.
The quality of the seed.
Juan, tráete un poquito de café pasilla en la mano. Ese es el café defectuoso. Ese
So
de allá.
that was effective coffee. That's the one we don't want.
Mira, ponlo acá.
Let's compare it.
Eso. Este es el café defectuoso.
So this is the coffee
Eso
that we
es para
don't
que
want.
respire. ¿Ya?
So yeah, it's
Entonces,
to let it breathe.
la semilla está sana, no está picada.
So if
Cuéntale.
we see it, it's not broken, it's
No
not...
está brocada.
It's a white color.
Es un color
Brown,
blanco.
brownish. Yeah, this.
Siempre, o...
Sí, este
¿The
es su
color?
color cuando ya está secándose.
Yes, this is the color it takes when it's
Ajá, es un
already being
abanito.
dry.
Y también se debe morder para ver que esté
And you
sequita.
can chew it to
Si
know
se
that it's
hunden los
dry.
dientes,
If
está
your
muy
teeth go
blandita.
in, then it's too soft still. Okay?
So it adjusts your strength of teeth also.
Que también depende de los dientes que lo muerdan, ¿no?
En Colombia, este es el café que nos venden a los colombianos.
So this is the coffee that Colombians get in
ASMR.
Colombia.
ASMR.
Y este es
You
el
know
café
ASMR?
And this is the
It
coffee
make
that
you
we
feel
export.
peaceful.
Por eso los extranjeros han probado mejor café que los
Foreigners
colombianos.
have tried better coffee than Colombians.
So export this coffee to me.
Yes, this one's for you and this one's for the Colombians.
Horrible. Entonces,
You can buy from mine.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll buy it from you.
Yeah.
entonces
I'll pay a higher price.
I use it definitely.
Cuando los cultivan.
When do you harvest the
Cuando los
coffee?
cultivan. Cuando se da el cultivo.
bueno,
¿Cuánto? ¿Qué
tenemos,
meses?
tenemos dos cosechas grandes al
We
año
have 2 big harvests a year
y hay otras que se llaman
and we
traviesas,
have
que es
others that
recoger el
are
pepeo del café.
that we just take the seeds off of the coffee. Those are not
But there's no
productive.
season.
No hay como una estación o algo así.
No,
¿Por estación?
No, por estación no.
tenemos estación.
En marzo y en octubre es
March and
más o menos.
October usually, yeah.
Pero no es por estación.
But it doesn't have to do with the seasons. Because basically this is year round the same thing.
They don't sell coffee, they sell coffee.
Sí, lo venden. Yes, they do sell it. But what I'm saying is the climate here is the same, so there's no real seasons. It mostly depends on when you plant it, but it's usually March and October. Te estoy explicando que nosotros no tenemos estaciones acá.
Sí, no. Entonces, y dependemos mucho de las lluvias y el
So
sol.
we depend on the sunlight, how
That's
much
what
rain.
exactly
etc.
what we rained so heavily today.
Yes, que hoy llovió demasiado. But that's not usual. Right now we're having an extended winter, which is what we call when it rains so much because of La Niña. So, estoy explicando que por el fenómeno de la niña hemos tenido un invierno más largo, el invierno que son las lluvias.
Entonces, tenemos un problema.
Why
So we have a
everyone
problem.
likes
Cuando
coffee?
estamos en,
Huh?
en floración
Why
y llueve
everyone
mucho,
likes
se nos
coffee?
caen las flores.
When the plants
Because you have been
Entonces,
brainwashed
no,
by
no,
television. Advertisement.
When it rains,
It's
an European
we lose
culture
the
which they
flowers.
have put up.
So we
Otherwise,
don't get
there's nothing
coffee.
great in beans.
Yes,
Entonces,
nothing.
cuando llueve
It's just
mucho
a
y ya está creciendo el
Western
fruto, se nos
culture
madura
which they have
rapidísimo.
put it
When it
strong,
rains a
and people
lot
have used it,
and the
and we
fruit
people
is
have become
already
we become
on the
become
plant,
conservative
it
learners.
gets overripe.
Entonces,
Researchers are being
Hay que
paid.
run and pick it off the plant before it goes to waste as well.
The coffee can taste differently based on the acidity. So how you determine the acidity of the coffee bean?
Entonces el café sabe distinto dependiendo de la acidez del suelo. ¿Cómo determinas eso aquí?
a ver, el café,
Todo
cada
llega acá,
cosecha
Nietzsche ya que
tiene,
sale.
arroja unas notas diferentes.
Every time that they harvest, the coffee tastes different.
Sí. Entonces, por ejemplo, la cosecha del año pasado nos arrojó notas.
From there, they bring the coffee from there, and it has an extra layer that they have to take off, and this machine will take it off. And our model over here is going to show you the process.
Entonces, mira.
sale?
When it comes out, clean.
La cascarita.
Hands on, hands on. Hands on exercise.
Después de la trilla, ya la llevamos con un experto barista a Cali a que nos dé la tostión para que quede.
Wow.
Okay, so after we do this process, we take it to a barista in Cali, and the barista gives it to us already roasted, and it's wow.
They roast theirs and they give the other roasted one.
El de ustedes.
El de nosotros.
Theirs.
Theirs.
Bueno, entonces vamos para la cata.
So let's go.
Ah.
Oh, I'm glad that I shifted my batch.
Yes, a lot of stairs.
Orang Banda.
Esperemos que ellos salgan, esperémoslos aquí. Hay que quitarse los zapatos.
Jangan sampai dulu dah. Dah sudah keluar. Masa dengar bising dia.
Buena calidad.
Es dudoso.
It's doubtful.
What is the-
You can look en el
¿Cuál es la
empaque,
marca?
¿cierto? What's the brand? Do you remember the brands?
The packaging is in white color.
It's Juan something. Juan.
Juan
yeah,
Valdez?
yeah,
Is it?
Juan Valdez. Yeah.
It's a white
Black,
one.
Juan Valdez?
Juan Valdez. Yeah.
It is a small hole like this on the top, which is used for the
Yes,
fragrance.
it's very important. Okay, ahora les voy a hablar del empaque.
I'm going to talk to you about the packaging
¿Cómo
in a few minutes.
reconocer
How do
un
you
café de especialidad?
recognize if it's a specialty coffee?
The top is very important. Is
So
the
this
válvula
hole, this
desgasificadora.
valve that it has on the top is very important.
Fragrance. It's used for fragrance.
For what?
To use to smell the coffee.
Yes, to be able to smell the fragrance. Yes, yes, sir.
Hay un método
There's a
en
method
Colombia que
in
es
Colombia
muy común.
that is very common. I have that in my
What is the
house.
name?
I call it a sock. In Spanish we say media, so it's sock coffee.
Colador.
Yeah, it's like a sifter, a colander. I don't know how to call
We can
it.
say a filter.
It's like a filter. It's a
Yes,
cloth
filter.
filter,
It's
literally. But my grandmother used to call it a sock,
Yes.
so that's what I call it.
You remember the color?
It was white, but now
Yes.
it's not
No,
white.
it's white. What is the
It's
color?
yellowish. It's
Yellowish,
cream.
brownish.
Or black?
No, mine's not black.
No, it's black?
No, well, it's black now because I
With my
use
mother-
it with the coffee.
My
Depends how
mother,
long you use it.
For anything else?
my mother was black
Okay.
for half the time.
Okay, so it was always black.
You remember the tall or the young?
Okay.
Si utilizamos filtros de tela,
If we use a
la
cloth
recomendación
filter, the
es
recommendation
cambiarlo
is
regularmente,
to change it regularly.
porque el café tiene unos aceites y se impregnan en el filtro,
Because the coffee has some oils that are going to stick to this filter.
y cada vez que preparamos el café,
And
pues
every-
esos aceites se van a desprender y nos van a modificar el sabor del café.
And every time we use the filter, the cloth filter, these oils are going to come into our coffee and they're going to change the flavor.
Si estamos preparando café en un proceso de filtrado,
If
la
you're preparing-
recomendación o el primer paso es una preinfusión.
If we prepare coffee in this type of filtration device, the first step is a
Preinfusión,
pre-infusion stage.
que es humedecer o remojar todo el granito de café,
So we just put some water so that we can humidify the coffee.
activate the flowers, the smell,
The smell, yeah, the
Yes.
fragrance and the flavors.
Activate the chemical, de partículas químicas del
The
café.
chemical particles. Uh-huh.
Yes. Y luego vamos a continuar con el filtrado, que va a ser lento y despacio.
And then we will continue with the filtration that's going to be slow
Draw the spiral,
through the spiral, yes.
and the zigzag,
And there's a zigzag as well. Uh-huh.
buscando que esa extracción sea muy homogénea.
So we can see an homogeneous extraction.
Hay personas que no les gusta generar turbulencia con la caída del agua, entonces
Some-
vierten chorritos delgaditos.
Some people don't want to generate this turbulence in the water when it's coming down, So they only do little drips of water up
A mí
here.
por el contrario me gusta generar pequeñas
I
turbulencias.
want it to be a little bit turbulent,
Entonces dejo como
so I let it
caer el agua
flow
con un poco de fuerza
with a little bit of force,
para que el granito que está abajo se venga hacia arriba
so that the grain
y esa
that's in the
extracción sea un
bottom
poco
can
más
move
fuerte.
to the top, and it's going to make it stronger.
Is it the hot water?
Eso es agua caliente, ¿cierto?
Yes. Y es un error.
It's a mistake.
Normalmente en Colombia,
Usually in Colombia.
explícanos cómo prepararías tú el
Okay,
café.
so I'm going to show you how I wrongfully prepare the coffee. He's asking me a favor to do that. So what do? I put my coffee in here. It depends. I don't know the grams or the milliliters because we don't do that in my house. But I take my scoop and I put, if I'm going to do for my husband and myself, I'll put 3 scoops in here. And I'll put the equivalent of 2 mugs of coffee of water. But it's boiling water.
Yeah.
I boil the water.
Yes.
Yes, right. Very hot, scorching
Okay.
hot. And I pour the boiling water in
Y fast
the
as
coffee.
well the water.
It depends if it's a Sunday morning, I'll do it
Okay.
slow. But if it's like a Monday and I'm running late, so I'll just put all the water in
Normally.
here. Yeah, normally it's not that fast. I'll
Okay.
do it like medium stream, sort of like the one you had right now. Parecido al que
Okay,
tú
okay.
empezaste ahora mismo.
What should be the
So
temperature?
now I'm gonna go to my corner. Back to my corner.
It's the common preparation in Colombia.
Yes.
Normalmente
If you have the same coffee but you do different processes,
Yes,
it tastes different.
Yeah.
I am so ignorant. I did not know that.
Break it to brew it.
Ah, of course. I have this one.
I have this one too.
Yes, I love that. We call it a greca.
This is
What do you
an
guys call it?
Italian one, I think.
Italian, yeah.
Okay. This is a.
Let's give
Esta
some
es
more.
nuestra ecotienda.
This is our eco shop.
Principalmente tenemos nuestros productos, pero también tenemos los productos de nuestros vecinos.
Mainly we have our products, but we also have our neighbors' products, as you can see over here.
Nuestros productos puede ser café, la miel
Our products are honey and coffee.
y de nuestros vecinos el vino, los aderezos, los licores,
And we have
el chocolate.
liquor, chocolate, wine that you already saw that our neighbors produce.
Okay. Ahora Paola, me imagino les contó un poco del proceso del café, ¿verdad?
Paola already talked to you about the process that the coffee goes through, right?
Tristemente, en Colombia nos tomamos el peor café.
Unfortunately, us Colombians drink the worst coffee.
The low quality coffee.
The low
Sí, el
quality.
mejor, Europa, Estados Unidos, Asia.
The best ones we export to Europe, USA, and Asia.
Y a nosotros, pues nos quedamos con la pasilla.
And we just have the residual one.
Desde nuestros abuelos, que eran excelentes caficultores, producían un excelente café.
Our grandparents were coffee cultured. They produce great coffee.
El mejor café, iban al pueblo y lo vendían.
The best coffee was for the town. They sold it to their townspeople.
Y la pasilla o el defectuoso era el que dejaban para el consumo de la casa.
And the defective one, the scraps, they left it for themselves and they drank it at home.
Ahora vamos a preparar un café, nuestro café, con la mejor semilla que producimos. Vamos a usar este método, existen muchos métodos. Vamos a preparar este en particular que se llama Chemex.
We're going to prepare our coffee. This is the coffee that we produce and we sell. And we're going to use this process. There are many processes, but we're going to use this process that's called Chemex.
This is the filter which you are putting it.
¿Ese es un filtro?
Es un filtro,
Yes,
es
it's
un
a filter.
filtro de papel
It's a paper filter.
especial elaborado a
It's
base de
elaborated.
arroz.
Rice?
Reis,
It's rice paper.
que no desprende ningún sabor, ningún aroma
It doesn't have any
y nos va a presentar el
taste or
café tal cual
smell,
como es.
and it's gonna render a coffee that tastes like coffee.
Se llama Chemex.
It's called Chemex.
Y la
the process.
Chemex tiene forma de reloj de arena
And the Chemex looks like an hourglass.
El método, el proceso aquí va a ser lento, va a ser despacio.
And the method, the process here is slow.
Un poco lo que buscamos o lo que nos presenta la Chemex es un café muy balanceado, un café con buen cuerpo, con buena acidez.
What we get from the Chemex process, it's a coffee that's full-bodied, that is very pure.
Existe una relación
There's a relationship
entre 5 y 10 gramos de café por 100
That is-
mililitros de agua.
that is entre 5 y cuántos?
5 y 10 gramos
Between 5 and 10 grams of coffee per
por 100
100 milligrams,
Of water.
milliliters of water.
de water. Entonces,
This is su café, yes, that's their coffee.
¿todos toman café acá?
Does everybody drink coffee here?
Ok.
No? She doesn't, ella no? Do you drink coffee?
Yeah, I do.
Todo el mundo,
Ok.
el resto sí.
Vamos a preparar entonces 1 litro de agua.
Okay, we're gonna
Yo
prepare a
acostumbro a
liter of water.
Yo acostumbro a
Usually,
preparar 8 gramos
I
por 100
prepare
mililitros. Esa es la
8
relación que yo
grams,
manejo.
8 grams, the relation that I manage or that I usually execute is 8 grams per 100 milliliters. We're going to be doing a liter.
Entonces, si vamos a preparar 1 litro, que son 1000 mililitros de agua,
So if
¿cuánto
we're
café debo
doing
utilizar?
1,000 milliliters, how much coffee should I use?
Si son 8 gramos por cada
If it's
100.
8 grams per 100 milliliters. 80.
Yes.
Look at that math. Qué matemáticas.
I was thinking that's wrong, isn't it?
No.
Yeah. So how about coffee that we bought from the store, the shopping mall? Is it fine quality one or the low quality?
El que compraron ellos entonces en un mall, en un shopping center, va a ser mala calidad.
Realmente el agua la filtramos caliente cuando está
Usually we
hirviendo.
filter the water when it's boiling, when it's very hot.
Pero ¿qué pasa si el agua caliente nos la ponemos en la palma de la mano?
But what happens if we put boiling water on the palm of our hand?
¿Qué pasará?
What happens to the palm of your hand?
It burns.
It
Yes.
burns, se te quema.
Lo mismo va a pasar con el
The
café.
same is going to happen with the
Lo vamos
coffee.
a quemar.
We're going to burn the coffee.
La temperatura ideal para filtrar el café es entre 90 y 95 grados centígrados.
The ideal temperature for coffee, for filtering coffee, is between 90 and 95 degrees Celsius.
Cuando ponemos a calentar el agua
When we
y
heat the
empieza a botar
water
unas pequeñas burbujitas,
and it starts to bubble,
ese es el momento
that's the
para retirarlo
moment
y
where we
filtrar el
have to
café.
move it away from the heat and we filter.
Pre-infusion and draw
and we
the
do-
spiral. and
We
the
do the
six.
pre-infusion and we do the spiraling of the water.
Normalmente, el agua caliente la echamos de una.
Yes, usually when we have the boiling water, we pour it all at once.
Y si tenemos mucho afán,
And if we're very busy, oh my god, I've done this. If we're very busy, we start moving it with a spoon or something so that it goes out.
para no desperdiciarlo, digamos y
Squeeze
apretamos.
So not to waste a drop of coffee, we squeeze it out. Yes.
I had a paper filter. I always, when I put the hot water in, just squeeze it like this and have it.
Yep.
Y para que nos quede mejor, lo repasamos una y lo filtramos 2 y hasta 3 veces para que nos quede mejor.
And sometimes when we want it to be better, we filter it 1, 2, 3, 4 times.
Entonces el agua, cuando está 90-95 grados, esas pequeñas burbujitas, pre-infusion, spirit out, y le damos tiempo y vamos despacio, slow, slow, ¿ok?
So when the water starts to bubble, we already said that that's the optimum time. We do the pre-infusion and we start to do the spiral very slowly.
Y aquí al interior tenemos el café, ¿ok? Cuando el agua viene bajando, antes de que llegue la masita del café, lo retiramos.
So when we're doing this, we have the coffee inside and the water starts pouring down, and before it arrives to the center where there's more coffee, we take it away.
Para que esta última extracción, que son los sabores más astringentes, más amargos,
So
no
this-
nos contaminen o
So
no se
this
mezclen con
last
la bebida.
extraction, which is the sour taste, that we don't want that bitter taste. We don't want that to contaminate the taste of our good coffee.
Entonces, o sea, el mismo café, diferente método, el sabor es diferente.
So the same coffee, that's why the same coffee with different methods tastes different.
Ahora, voy a pasarles dos bolsas, ambas contienen café.
Okay, so I'm gonna pass
Number
out.
one, the name is one, and the name is two.
Okay, I'm gonna pass out coffee number 1 and number 2. They both contain coffee.
Y van, le invitan, es un ejercicio sensorial.
And it's a sensory experience.
The color, the texture, the
Color,
smell.
texture,
The smell?
smell.
The smell. Y la idea is you select the best coffee for you. Okay?
Okay. So the idea is for you to select which one is better for you.
Without opening, I have to see.
¿Lo puedes abrir?
Yes, open.
Yes, you can open
the
it.
back.
It's all your senses.
The color, texture.
What's the number of this?
Is this one?
This one, este es uno. This is
Uno.
1. Yeah.
Cuando estén oliendo el café, traten de recordar o conectar ese aroma con algo que recuerden.
When you're smelling the coffee, try to connect that fragrance, that aroma to something in your back of your mind, something
Going
it
to
reminds
heaven.
you of.
Yeah.
Does it remind you of something?
But I could smell that. No, you can't do that.
Ah, but
It's
look at
different.
him, he's
No way.
comparing at the same time.
No, I
It's
know.
different.
It's different.
It's different. Yeah.
It's different, but you got to give a space between the two.
That's cheating.
This is different.
So you mixed up now. We don't know which one we gave.
No,
You
this
mixed
one
up.
we gave.
This one's 1. This one's 1. This one's 2.
No,
This one's
this
2.
it's a puzzle. It's a
One is coming
puzzle.
from there.
One come. Yeah,
No,
one.
no.
Yeah, I didn't get one. That's what happened. Let me see. So 2 goes that way. Okay.
Yes, this one, yes.
That's
Dark.
Let's see. But you saw that I prepared
Is
the
it,
coffee
yes,
wrong.
it's good. It's a splash.
Which one is
That's
good?
the dark one.
This is one.
Yes, it said. Yes, it said. I haven't smelled the one.
That's a nice
Andres,
one.
déjame lo
Show,
huelo.
show me.
Yo no tengo el-
Good job.
Anna, this is one.
Now
This
you
is
need to
two.
test your
I had that
smell.
good smell.
Yeah, that's good.
That smell is used smell for me.
No more smelling for you. You're banned from smelling.
The fragrance will go away.
Yeah, but that was too smoky.
This is also
The
Dark one.
number 1. Yeah.
This number 1, eh?
it's more like soil.
I thought like
Soil. Yeah.
And did you look at the color as well? Did you get a chance to look at the colors?
That color is darker
Darker,
for this. It's
That's
light.
chocolate color.
Yes.
Light chocolate
Yes.
color.
Yeah.
I think this is deep fried. That is
Dark roast.
Deep
and
fried.
medium dark. Dark
We
fried.
have deep fried coffee.
light right.
Deep fried.
Dark roast and medium roast.
Dark roast and medium roast. Could be, yes.
And the royal Milo.
So aroma goes away when you deep.
Okay.
We don't know.
What is the color? The coffee one?
It's dark.
Black. Almost.
Black.
Black.
Small roaster.
Yeah. See, I said
Deep fried.
And the small. What is the small? The one.
It's
Smoking.
yes.
Okay.
It's like burnt.
Yeah,
Yes.
burnt smell. Right, right.
Deep fried.
Deep fried. Right.
Okay. What is the color of the coffee two?
It's more
Light chocolate.
Light chocolate.
It's like a light brown.
Bornvita color.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a supplementary color. Like we have
Bornvita.
Bornvita, yes, exactly.
Okay. What coffee do you prefer?
Two.
One or two?
Two.
All two?
Yeah.
No, I like sometimes.
I like
you are
black, I
really
like-
stressed, I think.
I
like
prefer
on the
some.
dark.
Black.
You eat it from the.
You?
Yeah.
You prefer one?
select the one.
Yeah.
He's the right.
The other two.
I was only thought the number 2.
Ay, where's number 1 then?
Where's number one, man?
This one.
¿Dónde está el uno?
Aquí está el uno.
Ah, he didn't smell one.
This one.
You didn't get, this is
one we spent, you know.
No,
You had both the
no, I
packets in
mean,
your hand.
all my life I was only given the number
He
2.
was only exposed to this one?
Number 2.
To number 2 his whole life. He had never smelled one before.
Do you drink coffee?
Yeah.
Did you say no? One. That's your coffee? Okay.
Commercial coffee.
He's just, you know, guessing.
Hey, he's guessing.
Number 2 is okay.
2?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. The coffee one is the coffee common in Colombia.
Residual coffee.
Is the bad coffee.
Number 1? Number 1. Bad coffee.
It's good.
You wanted to be different, that's why you showed.
Yeah.
The coffee too is a special coffee.
You have good taste bud.
The roaster is medium. The small. What is the small?
What does it
Okay,
smell
well,
like? What does it smell like?
Fruity.
It's
Which one?
One.
fruit.
The second one.
Yeah.
The second.
2.
Yeah, I think it's more fruity, true.
Yeah.
Some sweet,
Yeah.
Yeah.
aromatic.
Yeah.
It smells fresh.
More fresh.
Yeah.
It's the smell make you
Look at
addicted.
the non-coffee drinker.
Commercial coffee, right?
Coffee drinker, you can smell it.
The coffee too. Yes,
I mean, you don't drink it, but you can still smell.
Waste.
I don't drink it
Waste.
because I get my
Is that the
when I
main
drink
one?
it. Yeah.
Yes.
Not because I refuse.
The
to
number
drink it.
2 es nuestro café. Lleva aquí, no sé, 2 meses tal vez.
Okay, that's his coffee, number 2, their coffee, and it's been in that bag for about 3 months.
2 months.
2, 3 months.
Oh.
Y ha pasado por muchas narices.
And a lot of noses have smelled it. Number 2 is their coffee.
Y aún así conserva todavía unas características y unos aromas chéveres,
And even when
agradables.
it's been opened and closed so many times, it still has those nice characteristics.
Voy a pasarles este, que estos lo tostamos la semana pasada.
This one was roasted last week. And I'm gonna
Entonces
pass it
los
around.
aromas están un poco más intensos. Lo único que les voy a pedir es no hablar sobre la bolsa para no contaminarlo.
Okay, so I'm gonna pass this one around. The fragrances are more, you're gonna notice them more. They're more poignant because it was roasted last week. The only thing I'm gonna ask you is please don't talk when you have the bag in front of you
Okay.
to not contaminate it. Only inhaling.
It's heavenly. It's really
Existe-
heavenly.
Entonces nosotros tenemos el sabor del café, o el café más bien. Es una bebida tan compleja como el vino.
So the coffee, the flavor of the coffee is as complex. This is a drink that is as complex as wine.
Donde el sabor va a depender de muchos factores.
Where the flavor depends on many factors.
The climate, the flour,
The soil?
soil,
Yeah.
and el tipo de fertilizantes,
The type
organic
of
o
fertilizer, if it's organic, if it's chemical.
and de los cultivos o especies asociadas al cafetal.
And the crops that are also in the coffee growth or in the coffee crops.
El
Within
tipo,
them.
el tipo de maduración del fruto, si es verde, pintón o maduro.
And the type of maturity that it has, if it's green or how ripe it is, it also affects it.
El tiempo de fermentación que tenga ese café.
The fermentation time of the coffee.
El proceso o el espacio donde se seque el café.
The space or the process where it's dried.
Si el café se seca sobre madera, va a quedar con sabores o notas a madera.
If it's dried on wood, you're gonna have some wood residues from some
Si se seca
flavors.
sobre pavimento, pues va a quedar con notas a cemento.
If you do it over the pavement or cement, it's also gonna have some cement-y flavors.
Si el tiempo de secado dura 6 horas o dura 25 días,
If the drying takes 6 hours or 25 days,
todos esos factores pues van a influir en el sabor final del café.
All of these factors have something to do. They have an influence on the ultimate flavor of the coffee.
Y finalmente el tipo de tostión.
And finally, the roasting. If it's dark roasted or deep fried.
Dependiendo entonces del proceso de preparación que tú vayas a hacerle a ese café, si es un filtrado o si es una máquina expreso, pues así mismo tiene que ser la molienda, el tipo de molienda, el grano, para filtrarlo.
Okay, so depending on the process that you're going to be using to make your coffee, if you're going to use a filtration or if you're going to use an espresso machine, it also depends the size of the grain of the coffee.
Nosotros tenemos, bueno, la variedad que nosotros tenemos principalmente aquí en Colombia es variedad Arabic coffee.
That's the main variety that we have in Colombia.
Different to Brazil, for example, is Robusta. It's more astringente, it's bitter, it's strong.
Yes. It's a stronger coffee.
In Colombia, the coffee is suave.
Coffee is lighter, it's
sweet,
softer, it's sweeter.
It's fruit, it's citric. El café cultivado entre los 1000 y 1800 metros sobre el nivel del mar.
The coffee that is cultivated between 1,000 and 1,800 meters above sea level.
La característica principal va a ser la acidez.
The main characteristic is its acidity.
More citric.
It's more astringent.
Nosotros estamos a 1600 metros.
From 1,000 to 1,800.
So acidity grows up or it comes
¿La
down?
acidez va hacia arriba o es
No.
en ese rango?
Ok, la acidez va hacia abajo.
Acidity goes down.
Goes down.
Yes.
Entre más bajo, más ácido.
If you're closer to the sea level, then it's more acidic. Yes.
Entonces, los cafés entre 1800 metros hacia arriba van a ser más dulces.
So sweeter coffees are grown 1,800 meters above sea level and up. For example, in Puerto Rico, we don't have sweet coffee. We only have acidic.
De allí viene la preferencia a los cafés de altura.
That's why we have a preference for coffees that are grown at higher
Exactly, I saw
levels.
like a whiskey. They had this, mountain. They said plain, and then the volcano. So they had the geography along with that.
Que tienen la geografía impresa en la parte de atrás de los cafés, diciéndote si son de las montañas, si son volcánicos, etc. Yes.
Al estar más altos, la temperatura es menor, es más frío.
At higher elevations, we have a lower temperature, it's colder.
Y el tiempo de maduración va a ser más largo.
And the maturity time for the bean is longer.
Y por eso los granos o el resultado de ese grano es más dulce.
That's why the result is going to be sweeter. We already tasted it, it was sweet, right?
What should be the grain size of this?
¿Y el tamaño del grano?
Depende un poco de la variedad.
It depends on the variety.
No, the
El tamaño del
Grinding,
grano para cuando lo vas a preparar.
Okay, depende the method, our filter on the machine.
yeah, like that other one, Italian one.
Is necessary.
Para la greca.
No, that
Para la italiana.
Is the fine.
Fine grain.
And the filter, the other filter is the medium o grueso, yo sé, más, un poco más.
Medium grain or thicker grain for the filters.
You know, because of climate change, the temperature is increasing compared to in the past. Does the taste of the coffee also change?
Claro, que por el cambio climático están subiendo las temperaturas y también ha
Total.
cambiado el cambio del café,
Sí, la
el
altura.
sabor. Yes,
Anteriormente,
yes, that's very true.
los cultivos a los 1200 metros se cultivaba un buen café, pero ahora ya se han ido subiendo y un poco eso es una amenaza para los ecosistemas altoandinos, porque se han abierto tierras y bosques para sembrar café.
So before all of this climate change, when you were at an altitude of 1,200 meters, you could have good grade coffee. But now we're going higher because of the temperatures, and that is a threat to the Andean ecosystem because we're getting rid of the forest to have more space to cultivate coffee.
Hoy en Colombia, donde en este momento, donde hay cultivos de piña, en algún momento se sembró café. Pero ya el café no es apto para esa zona.
Today in Colombia, where we have pineapple crops, where we grow pineapples, we used to have coffee, but now those areas are not ideal for coffee.
So is there any adaptation to preserve the taste of the coffee?
Hay que hacer alguna adaptación para preservar el sabor del café.
They're going to like the plants, like apple, have shifted to the higher.
Se los están llevando más arriba cada vez.
Claro. Pero entonces un poco lo que hacemos nosotros es integrar el café a procesos de conservación.
So what we do is that we merge our coffee process into a conservation process.
The different species, the plant, the trees, and the forest, and the fruit, and the banana, and the many plants. Yes. No solo café. En el imaginario de muchas personas, cuando hablamos de café, pensamos en montañas y montañas de solo café.
When people think about coffee, usually they think about one crop. And it's heaps and heaps and heaps of coffee, but we have different crops growing along with it.
Entonces, las características o el modelo que hemos implementado nosotros le llamamos café de conservación precisamente porque generamos un ecosistema al interior del cafetal.
So what we have created, we call it conservation coffee, because we have generated an ecosystem within the coffee crops, within where we grow our coffee.
Y este modelo permite entonces que no se desfragmente el bosque, sino que por el contrario haya una conexión de la parte alta con la parte baja del bosque. Tránsito de fauna, de flora y toda una cantidad de especies interactuando dentro del cultivo.
And that's what we're trying to do, is not have a disconnect because we have coffee in the forest. So what Paola was mentioning before, there's a corridor and we can have the fauna moving along like the sloth that she mentioned before, and we don't have a disconnect in the forest because of our crops.
¿Que se produce menos? Sí.
We produce less, of course.
Claro. Hay competencia de luz, competencia de nutrientes.
There's competition for light, for nutrients.
La producción se disminuye,
The production is less,
pero la calidad aumenta.
but the quality is higher.
Porque hay una interacción de muchos microorganismos y organismos interactuando en el proceso y en el resultado final del café.
Because microorganisms, organisms in all, have an interaction with the whole environment, and it's going to affect the
Desde los mismos polinizadores como las abejas, las mariposas, los colibríes.
From pollinizers like bees, butterflies, hummingbirds.
Que de alguna manera les van a potencializar el crecimiento y el desarrollo de ese fruto.
One way or another, they're going to help that fruit grow better.
Entonces es un poco respondiéndole a la compañera cómo mejorar la calidad.
So to
O sea,
answer
no
your
yendo hacia
question,
arriba, sino mejorando las condiciones del entorno.
how to answer your question, how do we improve quality? We don't want to move up. We want to create better environments around it.
Okay. Ahora les voy a servir ahora, no lo vamos a tomar todavía, vamos a hacer un ejercicio.
So I'm gonna serve the coffee. We're not going to drink it yet. We're gonna do an exercise first.
This is his specialty.
No drinking.
No drinking.
You did a good thing starting this way.
Is
no this instrument, whatever.
Is it special?
Yes. Is it special?
Yes.
Made from for
Yes,
this
I
one,
did.
or
I really
you get it outside?
Yes, you can find it outside. It's a Chemex. Chemex is the name.
Chemix.
Chemex.
Yeah.
Yes, you can find it
I
outside.
reached back at 2.
I've not seen this at all.
And
So here we have,
you can
since
imagine
we
my
have a
situation.
huge coffee culture, obviously, there are many places like,
You
as
prefer,
somebody mentioned, San Antonio
aromatic?
Hill, was it you? In San Antonio, along the San Antonio Hill, there are
okay.
very many
Coffee, no,
places,
aromatic.
coffee places,
Yes,
and they
okay.
have all of these options. You can choose how you want your coffee made, Chemex, or brewed or espresso or in the greca. What's that other one called? Ese último, ¿cómo se llama, Andrés? Ese de arriba.
Drip,
and the drip. The drip method, and you choose it.
I think that's the French press.
And the French press, yes. And you can choose whichever you want at these coffee places.
Ok. Hay personas que se capacitan o estudian o se preparan para identificar los sabores de las bebidas que tomamos.
So there are people who train themselves, who study to be able to identify the flavors in the drinks that we drink.
Catadores de café, o catadores de vino, o catadores de cerveza.
Se me olvidó cómo se les llaman los catadores.
Tets de... I don't know.
No, they're testers. No, they have a name.
Tea tasters. We have tea, wine tasters.
You have tea testers as well? Okay, so wine testers.
Yes, coffee, tea, and wine.
Tienen un nombre diferente, ahorita lo digo.
Okay. Existe una herramienta, the tool is the... Okay. Una herramienta donde tiene unos frascos con olores concentrados.
Yeah.
Destapan un frasco, huele a mango, huele a piña, huele a uva, huele a manzana, ¿sí?
So there's a tool that has different vials, and when you open them, it's concentrated. So you can say it smells like mango, it smells like apple, it smells citric.
Entonces, es un poco como hacer la conexión de ese aroma y entrenan su cerebro, y luego cuando toman la bebida, pues conectan ese recuerdo con el sabor que están probando.
So they connect those smells when they're tasting, they memorize them, and in the back of their mind, when they're tasting the coffee or whatever drink they are testing, sommelier. That's the word.
Sommelier.
Whatever drink they're tasting, they can pull up and say this is citric or this is berries, etc.
Their library in the head.
Yes.
Coffee signatures.
Yes.
Ok, en la punta de la lengua vamos a sentir los sabores dulces.
At the tip of our tongue, we can detect sweet tastes.
Por un lado, los sabores cítricos,
On the sides, we can taste citric.
y arriba, en la mitad de la lengua, hacia atrás, va a ser como el sabor más fuerte.
So from the middle of the tongue towards the back, it's a stronger taste.
Ahora, la invitación es, vamos a centrarnos o vamos a desactivar todos los sentidos y solo vamos a dejar activado el gusto.
So we're going to deactivate all the other senses. Close your eyes, whatever you have to do,
Yes.
and only taste.
Entonces, vamos a cerrar los ojos, aguantamos respiración,
Close our eyes, don't smell, don't breathe.
tomamos un sorbo de café
Take a sip of coffee
y lo llevamos de la punta de la lengua hacia atrás
and take it from the tip of your tongue towards the back.
y tratamos de identificar, no sé, qué notas o qué sabores hay allí.
And try to identify those hints, those flavors.
I can taste sour. So.
Te voy a traer unas hojitas para que se las
It feels light on the front of the tongue and back of the tongue is strong.
If you drink it fast, if you drink it slow, it should be evenly spread.
I think first time I'm drinking like this.
Yes.
Tip of the tongue.
You're becoming a coffee sommelier.
We don't want that.
Not Somalia.
Yeah.
No, we went back to the school, you know. That's how sensory nerves, that's how what you study in biology.
Stop. ¿Qué sienten?
Stop there.
¿Alguna sensación?
Any sensation? What do you feel?
Sweet?
Sour.
What did you taste? Sour?
I felt sour.
Sour.
They come from bitter.
Bitter. Time like relative.
Sour, after that,
Okay.
on the tongue it's sweet. After it disappears, yeah.
After taste.
Sweet. After it, I mean, lingering is sweet.
Any savor?
Yes.
Wait. Any flavor? In specific?
Yes, no
You
sé.
detect?
¿Algún
I don't know.
sabor?
Any flavor?
Apple seed flavor.
Apple.
Apples.
Apple
Okay.
seed.
Apple seed. Look at you.
Apples.
How
I'm just very curious.
Go in the forest.
Apple is not this because I am
No.
cultivated apples.
If you bite apple seed and spit it out, there is some taste.
This is not the taste.
No, but it's not necessary that you grow
It has arsenic, right?
Sometimes you bite, right?
Okay. Is citric?
It's citric.
Yes, it's citric.
So that's what we said.
Okay.
We didn't know
Any-
that.
Apple seed citric.
Some chocolate?
No. I didn't see
Chocolate,
it.
dark chocolate, no?
No, I didn't. I smelled
I feel it.
I smelled that.
Dark chocolate.
Feel it.
Yeah.
Hay una sensación que nos queda en la boca cuando lo tragamos.
There's a feeling that lingers in your mouth.
Yeah,
when you
that is
swallow,
sweet.
right?
Yes, es como esa sensación cuando comemos un chocolate amargo que nos queda en la boca, que no es un amargo como maluco, sino que es un amargo rico.
So it's that bitter taste that we have from dark chocolate. That's
Yeah.
not nasty. We don't say it's bad, but it's there. It's bitterness.
Yeah, I tasted that one
You tasted it?
because I like dark chocolate.
Ah, there you go.
Yes, it's good.
You're trained.
No, I know that taste.
La característica principal es notas cítricas, chocolate oscuro, aromáticas, y este en particular tiene unas notas a mandarina, que es un poco similar a la naranja, pero es como esa acidez que no es un limón que te arruga la cara, sino que es una acidez dulce.
Okay, so let's go back. It has
Citric,
chocolate, and the third one I forgot.
aromatic,
And aromatics, and it also has mandarin orange. So that's where you get the orange flavor. It's not sour like in the lemon, but it is citric. Yes.
y entonces existen diferentes procesos.
And so there are different processes that exist.
El que estamos tomando es
What we're
este.
drinking is this one.
The traditional coffee para nosotros. 24 horas de fermentación.
24-hour
hours,
fermentation.
yes. And 3 wash, 3 lavados.
Yeah, 3 washes.
Y más o menos unos 22, 25 días de secado al sol en la marquesina.
And approximately 22 to 25
Yes.
days drying, where we saw down there.
Y luego,
That one, yes.
y luego una tostión media,
And then it's a
que es la que
medium
estamos
roast,
tomando, ¿ok?
which is what we're taking now.
Y hay otro proceso que es honey coffee.
It's another process, honey coffee.
Y el honey, hay 3 tipos de honey. And
There's three types of honey coffee.
yellow, red, and black honey. The color is depend the time, el tiempo de secado, va a depender del tiempo de secado, el color de secado.
The color's gonna vary depending on how long it takes to dry.
El honey amarillo, unos 18 a 22 días de secado.
Yellow honey is 18 to 22 days.
Honey rojo, unos 25, 27 días.
Red honey is 25 to 27 days.
Y el honey negro, unos 30 a 35 días.
And the black honey is 27 to 30. ¿Dijiste? 27 a 30?
De 27 a 30,
27.
el black honey,
The black one?
de 28 and 3 a 33, 32
Okay,
días.
28 to 33 even.
La diferencia del honey, este es el tradicional.
This is a traditional one.
Yes. Lavado, 3 lavados.
3 washes.
Y este es el honey,
And this is the honey.
que a diferencia del tradicional no se lava, sino que se seca con el mucílago del
We
café.
dry it with sticky stuff. Yes.
Y entonces el resultado del honey pues va a ser un café más dulce,
The honey coffee, as a result, is going to be sweeter.
notas a mango maduro, uvas pasas, vino tinto.
You can taste like mango or raisins or
Apple
Yeah.
is good coffee.
Yeah. What's the shelf?
¿Alguien quiere un poco más?
¿Cuánto dura ese café? cuando compras el café, ¿cuánto tiempo lo puedes mantener? El honey.
Ok. Vamos a hablar entonces. ¿Alguien quiere un poco más?
Yo quiero.
Actually, we Indians drink very hot coffee.
Yeah.
Very hot. Ah,
We
okay.
do too. We do too.
And machine
I can't drink cold coffee.
And machine
Yes, this is cold, right?
Give it. I need.
One of my cousins is a barista, and she always says, "Don't pour on the water." I say, "Shit, I need it to be hot."
Ok. Entonces, ¿cómo identificar un buen café y cuánto tiempo dura?
How do we identify good coffee and what is the shelf life?
Cuando sometemos el café a un proceso de tostión,
When we submit the coffee to the roasting process,
empieza a perder propiedades.
it starts to lose its properties.
Y cuando se muele, pues esas propiedades se pierden más rápido.
And when we grind it,
Aroma y
those
sabor.
properties are lost even faster, the smell and the flavor.
Lo ideal
Ideally,
es comprar el café en grano
is to buy the grain.
y moler el poquito que vamos a
Grind
preparar
it each time you're going to consume it,
para garantizar de que lo consumimos lo más fresco posible.
to guarantee that it's fresh.
Ah, ya estamos terminando, mi amor.
We're almost. Ahí está Paola.
Ya están como afanados. Este grupo no.
Ah,
We're relaxing.
es importante entonces
It's important
que el empaque o la bolsa donde viene el café tenga esta válvula
that the packaging has this valve,
que creemos que es para olerlo,
which we believe is to smell
Sí,
it.
cumple la función.
Yes, it has that function as well.
pero realmente lo que hace esa válvula es permitir que los gases se liberen,
But really what it does is to release the gases from the
que cuando nos tomemos el café no nos duela el estómago
so that when we drink the coffee we don't have pain in our stomach.
y que el café no se oxide con su mismo dióxido de carbono,
And the same carbon dioxide that the coffee is releasing doesn't oxidate the coffee.
y que se pueda conservar pues mejor dentro del empaque.
And it's better conserved within the package.
En nuestro país
Within the package.
tenemos la costumbre de que cuando compramos el café, llegamos a casa, lo cortamos y lo echamos en un recipiente hermético y transparente.
Yes, usually when in Colombia, in my house for example, we buy the coffee, we open the package, we put it in an airtight jar, and it's not only airtight, but it's a clear color. Yes. Yes. We are all guilty.
How Nestle selling coffee in this glass?
So that is wrong.
No, it's
Well, he hasn't said it yet, but that's where he's going, I guess.
porque si es transparente, si es transparente, pues llegan los rayos del sol y lo deterioran más rápido.
If it's transparent, sunlight, the sun rays are going to deteriorate.
Entonces la recomendación es tenerlo en el empaque.
So the recommendation is to keep it
Es
in
un
the
empaque
package.
especial que viene con,
Special packaging.
que es contradictorio para nosotros, porque es un empaque que tiene 2 o 3 capas de plástico y una capa de aluminio,
For us, it's contradictory because it has 2 or 3 linings of plastic and then aluminum,
que no es tan fácil de reciclar.
which is not as easy to recycle.
Entonces, dándole una utilidad a estas bolsas, nosotros las recolectamos a nuestros clientes y las usamos en el vivero como empaques para
So
plantas.
to not throw these away, what we do with our customers is say, give them back to us, and we use them like you saw downstairs.
Entonces, la recomendación es tenerlo en la bolsa, en la medida que lo vamos consumiendo, dejar siempre la válvula libre, porque a veces cometemos el error que lo vamos doblando e inhabilitamos la válvula. No, la válvula siempre debe quedar libre.
We have to consume the coffee, and while we consume it, we always have to make sure that the valve is open, that we don't roll it down so that the valve is useless.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Which is also something I do.
Ahora,
We
ya-
never have valve in India.
Oh no.
What? Nescafe is selling the coffee in that glass jar.
Cafe, it's a glass jar. It's
Yes.
degraded from the beginning.
Ahora,
So let's write the criticism.
That's a processed coffee.
I'm sorry?
Putting it in the fridge.
Y si lo pones dentro de la nevera, ¿qué pasa?
para mí es un mito.
For me, it's a myth.
El café es una esponja,
Coffee
es a
is a
sponge,
sponge.
y él absorbe todos los olores que tengan a su alrededor.
Yes. I used to store it in the fridge, and I stopped
The
when it
onion,
started
the
tasting like
fish.
onions and.
Oh, yeah.
¿Sí? For me no is good.
No.
Es en un lugar donde no le dé el sol, fresco, seco,
cool place that is dark, that doesn't have direct sunlight, and that is dry. Yeah.
Idealmente, el café no debe consumirse con más de 30 días de tostión porque ya ha perdido muchas propiedades.
Ideally, you should consume the coffee within 30 days. O sea, dentro de los 30 días después de que se tostó.
Exacto, 30 días después de tostado.
Oh, wow.
Ese es como el periodo.
30 days after it was roasted.
Oh.
So, the coffee that we have in the supermarket, we have no idea what it is.
Yes, ok. Ahí está la respuesta de ese café que compré en el supermercado.
So the
¿Es
coffee
bueno?
that you bought in the supermarket, that's your answer. Is it good? We don't know when it was packaged.
Who is writing the expiry date of that?
Yes.
Tienen
fecha.
They do have an expiry date.
Ahora, yo he probado mi café 6, 7, 8 meses y tú lo pruebas, sabe a café, pero no es lo mismo cuando está fresco. Eso lo logras cuando identificas ya, pues digamos, un café de buena calidad.
Well, I have tried my coffee 6, 7, 8 months in the future after it has been roasted, and it still tastes like coffee, but it's better if you drink it earlier and you experience this when you have already identified this is good coffee, this is the coffee I like.
Y si lo tienes en grano, quizás pueda darle mes y medio, 2 meses todavía, mes y medio, puedes garantizar
And if you have
todavía.
the grain, it can be up to a month and a half, maybe, the shelf life.
Y un poco para cerrar entonces este espacio,
So in closing,
Colombia es un país maravilloso, con muchos privilegios,
Colombia is a wonderful country with so many privileges.
culturas,
Cultures,
comidas, foods,
food,
y sabores.
and flavors.
Y el café es igual.
And coffee is the same.
Si tú estás en una región del país
You're in a
y vas
region of the
moviéndote,
country and you move around the country.
en cada región el café es muy diferente.
In every region you will taste a different coffee.
Y un poco la magia del café es descubrir toda esa esencia y todo ese sabor que hay allí al interior de una taza de café.
And the magic of coffee is to discover all the flavors and the fragrances that are held within the cup of coffee.
No.
¿Y cuánto le dijiste a Julián? ¿Qué persona? ¿Qué carácter?
40. Yo, ¿qué recomiendo? O sea, me preguntan, bueno, yo quiero tomar un buen café. Pues comprémosle a los productores, que por fortuna, cada vez más somos los pequeños productores que nos damos a la tarea de producir un excelente café.
So when people ask me, what is a good coffee? What is the coffee that I should buy? My response is buy directly from the producers, directly from the people who produce the coffee. And each time, gratefully, there's more of us that are small business owners, small coffee growers.
Andrés, ¿cuál es el mejor café?
Andres, what's the best coffee?
El que más te guste.
The one that you like the most. Yes.
Sí.
¿No?
We are all exposed to poor coffee.
Everyone
buy coffee. And also, in India we don't drink dark coffee, only the thing. We put milk into that and sugar into that. So the coffee is gone.
Same in Colombia. It's same. It's same.
Colombians drink very sweet
Yeah.
coffee,
So
heavily sweetened.
Whatever procedure he said, we do opposite.
Exactly, whatever you said on the
That is why we want tea, not coffee.
very hot coffee.
Very hot tea.
Can we come to the business? Come to the business?
¿Podemos
Let's
ser
do
parte del
business,
negocio?
Por supuesto.
Let's do business.
Yes.
No, but
Okay.
come on.
I can
have the thing?
exchange it from you. I have
Did you have this online?
Let's do online business.
Yeah.
You ship it to India.
TikTok. Open TikTok.
In the
Sure.
no.
Oh. Master of Coffee House. Which coffee do you want? I'm the master. I'm the coffee master.
Lu lang licin dia lagi tu.
Try it. Maybe you'll like it.
Hidup sini ya.
Itulah. Macam mana nak tu pergi ke? About you, what
Ada
coffee?
ringgit 180.
He's buying me coffee.
You're going to give me send me the YouTube.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Entonces veamos. Which one do you want? Do you want the
I want,
traditional one? Do you want the honey one?
I want all the three.
Okay.
Even same formula.
Es que
You
cuánto
have to
sería?
give the dollars to him.
32 mil pesos.
All the pesos.
Libra. Y
¿Cuál es este?
no, this is
Esos son los 3 que tienes.
estos son los 3 en grano, ¿verdad?
No,
Solo me queda en grano.
Okay, he only has in green.
Podemos moler también.
So you can grind it for you.
Okay, claro.
Y si tienes tiempo, si tenemos tiempo.
Yo sí, yo no sé ustedes.
I don't know what our proofreader is saying.
Need to go. We need to go. Where is the goods? Oh, it's here. Let's go back, finish everything. Yeah, they are coming. Pizan. Hilang kesucian nanti.
Oh ya. Oh,
Dia memang
jaga Mimi lah.
Dia sentuh tu hilang kesucian.
Dah reda dah. Tidak main sekonya.
Hmm?
A bullfrog.
Oh.
Let me flash. Let me flash. Sorry, Babaka. Done?
Yeah. Bullfrog.
What do you have there?
A frog.
Nah, anjing tu datang.
DK.
Belakang.